Good morning and happy Monday. It is May 11th, 2020, and today we are on Unit 14, Lesson 4 on describing objects by measurable attributes. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean, Mr. Nielsen? All right, so to help you out, all right, measurable things like measuring length of something or measuring the height of something or measuring the weight of something, okay, or learning about the capacity that it can hold, right? Those are all things we can measure. Measurable means we can get a number and figure out how tall it is, how long it is, how high it is. All right, all that stuff can be measured. So today we're going to describe objects using those attributes. So first thing we're going to do is watch our video and then we will get started. All right, so if you have your book at home with you, I'm just going to show you real fast. It is page 562. Okay, 562 is where we're going to be after this video. So if you want to open up your book, page 562. Here we go.
There are many ways to describe the same object. You can describe objects using different attributes. Attributes are things like shape and color. What words can you use to describe this water bottle?
Okay, so I want to hear some words that you can use to describe this water bottle. What do you think about it? Tell me some things about it. There's a lot. I hear some good ones. Oh, I hear that it looks blue on your screen, right? Look, I see a red cap. Okay, what else do you see about it? It's got some waves on it. All right, I hear some good answers. Good, let's see what they said about it.
Some words to describe this water bottle are tall, long, full, heavy, clear, and round. Which attributes do these words describe?
So they say, which attributes do these words describe,
Long.
right? So like the word long is talking about the length. Heavy, when they said heavy, okay, I'm going to move back just a little bit here. Heavy is talking about the weight of it. Clear is talking about what? Now, I said blue because it looks blue to me, you know, if you're looking at the screen. But if you were looking at a real water bottle, what color is a real water bottle? Well, they said clear. Clear is the color. That's the attribute, right? So let's see what they say.
Long describes length, and heavy describes weight. Clear describes color, and round describes shape. What tools do you see here? You see a cube train, a balance scale, and a measuring cup.
Okay, so we learned about all these, right? The cube train to measure, it says, what can they help you find out? So this cube train can help us find length, can find height, right? We can stack them on top of each other. We can lay them down and figure out how long something is. We can measure, the balance scale measures what? What does the balance scale measure? Weight, right? We put something in, it balances, one end goes up, one end goes down. That's how the scale works, okay? You know all about that. What about the measuring cup here? That's capacity, right? How much it can hold. Okay, so we learned about these three things already. Now today we're going to learn about which one works for a different item, like this water bottle. What can we use to help us find out about it? What can we use to measure it?
What can these tools help you find out?
Oh, I might have just answered that ahead. Whoops.
The tools can help you find out how long, how tall, or how heavy something is. Tools can also tell you how much an object holds. Which tool would be best for finding out the height of the water bottle?
So if you wanted to find out the height of this water bottle, which tool would you use? Shout it out. Is it the measuring cup? No. Is it the balance scale? Will that help me find out the height? How tall something is? No. Balance is weight. What about this blue cube train? Can I put the cubes on top of each other, stack them up, and find out the height of the water bottle? If you said yes, you're pretty smart.
The cube train would be best for finding out the height of the water bottle. Which tool should you use to find out how heavy the water bottle is?
Who knows? You should have shouted it out right away. Which tool tells you how heavy the water bottle is? Is it this cube train? No, that does not help you out with how heavy something is. Which one tells you how heavy something is? Let's see if you got the right answer. Is it the balance scale or is it the measuring cup? Yell it out, yell it out. All right, let's check.
You should use the balance scale to find out how heavy the water bottle is. Which weighs more, the water bottle or the apple? How do you know?
All right, so last week when we talked about this, how do we remember, or what do you remember about how the balance scale works, right? When you have two items in there, what side is heavier? Is it the side that's up in the air? Is it the side that's down lower? Okay, which side is heavier? And which one of these items on your screen is heavier? Is it the water bottle or the apple? Which one weighs more? Yell it out. Oh, if you said water bottle, you are right. Why is the water bottle heavier? How do you know? Because it's down lower, right, on our scale. The one that is lower means it's heavier because it's pushing down.
The water bottle weighs more. The side with the water bottle is lower. Which looks like it can hold more, the water bottle or the measuring cup?
So it says, which one can hold more? So it's saying which one has a greater capacity, right? This green measuring cup or this water bottle? Well, if I'm looking at both, I think the water bottle probably can hold more because it looks bigger, right? And if something is bigger, it can hold more, right? If I had my cup here, a little cup, and I had a big cup, which one holds more? Obviously, my big cup holds more, right? Now, when we're looking at these, the water bottle looks bigger. Now it's taller, and it looks like it's the same size, okay, about as round as the measuring cup. So it probably holds more. Let's find out.
The water bottle looks like it can hold more. The measuring cup is a tool you can use to find out how much the water bottle can hold.
So the measuring cup can help us find out how much water, okay, is inside the bottle. Okay, we can pour out the water into the measuring cup and find out how many cups it is. So you use the measuring cup to find out how much water can be held, right? So that can be anything that's liquid. Anything that's liquid, we can use the measuring cup to help us find out how much it can hold. Let's see, I'm looking over here. I need my student edition. Here we go. All right, so you're on page 562. I'm waiting for mine to load. And here we go. All right, so today all we're doing is deciding what tools we can use to measure the item on the left. Now, this item is a pencil, okay? And it's saying, look at these objects, okay, this pencil here, and which attributes can be used to measure it. So, can we use a cube train to measure it? And remember, cube train measures height and length, okay? The balance scale measures weight. Can we use the balance scale? Do we need to know the weight? And can we measure the capacity, right? How much it holds? Well, this pencil doesn't hold anything, right? There's no water inside of it. There's no liquid inside of it, okay? So we don't need to know that one, right? So that's why this blue cube train, yes, we circle that because we can measure the height of a pencil, right? Can we measure the weight of a pencil? Yes, we can, all right? And can we measure the capacity? No, we can't. So it's not circled, right? We can't measure the capacity. There's nothing to pour into the measuring cup. All right, so that's just your first problem that they do for you. We're going to turn the page and we're going to do a bunch on our own here, all right? Oh, wow. So you get to do all of these, all right, on your own, but I'm going to go through and just tell you what each one is. So this is a cup full of water. All right, this first one is a cup full of water. All right, let's go through and circle all the things that you can do to measure that. So can you measure the height of this cup? If you can, circle this. Can I measure the height of that? Yes. Can I measure the weight of a cup of water? Can I find out how much does my cup weigh on the balance scale? Yes. Can I find out how much water is in this cup by using the measuring cup with the capacity? What do you think? If you said yes, great job. All three of those things you can use to figure out what is the length of this cup, what is the height of this cup, how much the cup weighs, how much the cup holds. All three of those are measurable attributes that you can use, okay? Measurable attributes, height and length, weight, and capacity, right? How much it can hold. So now we're gonna do the glue stick here, okay? Can we measure how long it is? If yes, you circle this. Can we measure how heavy it is? Can we measure how much it holds? Circle the ones that you think we can do. I'm going to tell you on this one, there's two answers. So the first answer is length. We can do length on a lot of things, okay? We can measure length on pretty much everything, okay? So this one here, it's laying down. Yes, I can measure the length of that. Can I measure the weight of it? Yeah, if I just put this in the scale, the balance scale, I would know the weight of it, right? But can I pour something in here? Yes, you might say, well, you can put the glue in there, the glue stick, right? We don't, that's not gonna help us, right? This is how much it can hold. This glue stick is solid, okay? So it's not holding anything, right? It's not holding anything that we can pour into this cup here, all right? This glue stick, we either measure the height, the length, or the weight, okay? So height and length or the weight. That's why these two are circled here, right? So number 4. Now this one is a jar that holds candy, okay? Or jelly beans, maybe some of your Easter jelly beans. That's what this jar is, number 4. So it's holding something, okay? But I don't know how much. So let's see, what can I do to measure? Can I measure the height and length of this jar? Yes, I can. Can I measure the weight of it? What do you think? Yes, I can. I can definitely measure the weight, right? I can put it on the scale and find out how heavy it is. Can I use the measuring cup to help find out how much this jar here can hold? Yes, I can. Because remember, anything that is holding something, this jar is holding something, it doesn't have to be water. Okay, it can be holding anything. So this cup up here, maybe this cup was holding seeds. Maybe it was holding, I don't know, candy corn, right? It can hold anything, but if it's holding something, we need to measure how much it's holding, and that's what we use the measuring cups for. So some things like this ruler here, does this ruler right here for number 5, can it hold anything in it? No, right? So we know right away that that can't hold anything, okay? Can we use the cubes to measure the ruler? Yes, we can. And would you want to weigh a ruler? Would you want to know how much it weighs? I mean, you could if you want to, right? So technically you could weigh it, but normally would you use a ruler to know how much something weighs? All right, no, right? So we're gonna do the measuring with the cubes, and I don't really know how much a ruler weighs. If I wanted to, I could circle this one, okay? But normally we don't use a ruler and we want to know how much it weighs, right? We can find out how tall it is by the length by using the cubes. So moving on to the next page, right? You're just circling the ones that you can use to help you measure it. So this cherry right here, can I measure the cherry's length with the cubes? What do you think? I think so. Remember, you can measure the length on anything, even if it's this small, or it's this big, or it's this big, right? It does not matter. You can measure the length of anything or the height. Okay, so length is going to be used a lot. Height is going to be used a lot. These cubes, we would use them a lot if we were in class. All right, what about the weight? Well, I don't know how much a cherry weighs, so can I use the scale? What do you think? Yeah, I heard a lot of yeses there. Good job, good job. And what about the capacity? Do I need to know how much this cherry holds? No, silly, I don't, because it's not holding any liquid or candy inside of it or anything else like that, right? The cherry is not holding anything. It's just a cherry. You eat it, right? All right, let's move on. Number 7. This cup here. You're doing this one on your own. Go. Circle the ones you think you would use. I'll give you a minute here. All righty. We're almost done this page. Here we go. Number 7. Can you measure the height of this cup? Can you measure the length of it with the cubes? Yes, you can. Can you measure how much it weighs? I want to say, how much does this cup weigh? I put it on the balance scale, right? And then I say, I want to know how much this cup can hold. Well, look, it's holding water in there right now. If I wanted to figure out how much it's holding, I would use this measuring cup, right? So yes, all 3 of those can be measured or can help us measure this cup, right? So we can find out the length and height, the weight, and the capacity. Good. Number 8, this purple crayon. Can I measure the length? Yep. Can I measure how much it weighs? If I want to know how much a crayon weighs, can I measure it? Yes, I can. Put it right in the scale. Can I measure how much it holds? Does a crayon hold anything inside of it? No, it does not. Good job, friends. All right, number 9. You're doing this one on your own. You need to draw me 2 objects that can be used or that can be measured using this tool. So what is this? This is a scale, right? What are 2 things we can put on there and measure their weight? I wonder what you're going to draw. Let's see. Draw something, draw something. All right, so I'm seeing people drawing apples and books and chairs and baseballs and bats, all these things, right? You can measure the weight of them. So if I drew a ball and I drew or this is a baseball maybe, and then I drew a bowling ball, right? It looks bad, okay? That's my bowling ball. Pretty funny. You can laugh at Mr. Nielsen if you want. And then I measured, I have the baseball, and I put them on the scale. Which one would weigh more, right? The bowling ball would weigh a lot more than the baseball, right? Good. Okay. Excellent job. I want to go back to one question here, just in case there was any confusion, because with the ruler, I said, you measure the height or the length of it. Okay. If you're standing a ruler straight up, you can measure the height or the length if it's laid down. Okay. I said the scale, normally we wouldn't measure the weight of a ruler, but you can. Okay, so I would circle that one, right? We went back and we circled this one. Okay, so just make sure, with the ruler, you can definitely measure the weight if you want to, but I never have measured the weight of a ruler. But if I wanted to know, yes, I could figure that out, okay? So that is it for today. All you are doing is going on, doing your quick check, then you're done. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow.